Alrighty, welcome to the Heart in a Blender tutorial / make cool things channel. I'm going to make a some voxel stuff today. I'm going to make a voxel island with a tree. Alright, let's get this going. I'm going to start up a new file. Okay, and so I guess for this tutorial I'm just going to start with this block. Okay, I'm going to push it up a little bit. And then I'm going to go over here into edit mode. I'm going to divide it up a little bit so I can have a little bit to work with. Alright, this button lets me select the faces of certain parts of the island that I want to work with. I'm going to make it super simple because I want to keep these videos shorter, at like 5 minutes long. But in order to move around like this in Blender, you just kind of hold shift and move left and right or up and down, and then if you let go of shift you can kind of rotate around it. Alright, so like I said, I just hit this button to select the faces on an object and hit E and you can extrude them. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is, to make this look a little bit like an island, I'm just going to select random parts, extrude them, and maybe I'll pull this down a little bit. And then sometimes it's fun to subdivide certain other parts and extrude those down. See, it's already starting to look kind of interesting. Okay, then maybe I'll extrude these out. Oops, didn't want to do that. I just wanted to select that. Okay, gonna extrude these out. Alrighty, maybe that one out a little bit more than the other ones. And then maybe how about a couple random ones over here. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull these up. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna subdivide these. Okay, so I kind of have the upper part of the island. I'm going to make a waterfall over here. Okay, so we'll say, alright, so now, let's see, to make, actually, how about this? We'll do this. Now I'm selected those edges and I'm going to pull those up, so that gives it that kind of curve. It's kind of fun to pull some of these out sometimes so they look like mountains, or they look more rocky, I guess, like this. I like to pull that out a little bit, and it's all a matter of opinion of aesthetics and how you want it to look, but I like the rocky look. Alrighty, so there we have a pretty good looking island right there. Okay, and then, alrighty, now we're gonna color it a little bit. Okay, alrighty, so I'm gonna go back into faces. I'm going to select my object. I'm gonna go into edit mode, object mode, sorry. And then I'm going to color this thing. I'm going to make it brown like that. Maybe a little bit lighter. Alrighty, so for this next part, it actually took me a little while to figure this out, but to make things different colors on one object, you kind of select the faces that you want to change. Alrighty, and nope, I want to select that too. These are the parts that we're going to make green, so they look like grass. There we go. There we go. I think that's all. Oh, there's one. You want to select these parts too, so. Okay, now you go over here and you're going to click on this plus button, add a new material slot. Alright, click on new, and then select a nice green. I'm going to get to this green over here, and maybe I'll make it a little bit darker. and then click on assign, and if you see that, those parts are green now. So now it looks like you got these dirt mounds and you got the green top up here already. Okay, so if you go into rendered mode, you can look at that. It's already starting to look kind of neat. Let's go back into solid mode. Let's get rid of the lamp. Is okay for some things, but yeah, you got to go into object mode to grab that, and then I guess you can put it right there. But let's see, you can kind of grab that and move it around. Oh no, not that. So I like to get rid of that, and then Shift A. Oh, lamp. I usually like to use the sun. There we go. So now if you go into rendered mode, things are a little bit brighter. Okay, let's turn on some world colors. So let's get, okay. So to turn on the world colors, you gotta turn up this brightness, and then I'm gonna set it to a nice light blue, so it's gonna be like the sky. Okay, and then let's give it a blended color. So, oh, maybe it's a little getting dark out or something. Ambient occlusion, that kind of gives a little bit of light to your object. Environmental lighting, I usually like to go with the environmental lighting and then turn it down a little bit so you get a couple of the shadows to stay in there. Turn on the indirect lighting, and there you go. You already have you're on your way to making a pretty cool looking object. If you hit Control Alt 0, you can set the camera to where you are at. I mean, because sometimes you find yourself in a good looking position and you want to go Control Alt 0. Okay, I'm still a little bit too zoomed in. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more so I can get this whole thing. Okay, and then render image, and there you go. Starting to look like something. Alright, let's add a tree. Okay, so let's go back into solid. Alrighty. Okay. Object mode. Whoop. Okay, edit mode. Shift A. I'm gonna add a cylinder. Okay, let's move it over here. Oh, gotta move. Still too far. Where am I at? Okay. I like to drag these up. Drag it up. Drag it to where you want it to be. I'm gonna drag it right there. Okay, and I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. Alrighty. So then you select the top of that face, and then you kind of extrude it up, and then you bend it a little bit so it looks. Alrighty, then go here, you bend it a little bit more so it looks more like a tree. I wonder if nope. Okay, and then I usually like to cinch it off a little bit like that by hitting S. Okay, then I'm going to add some UV spheres. Oh, I'm going to get rid of that real quick. Add UV spheres. I usually like to give it less. Segments. Okay. And then for these ones, I'm going to give it a nice green. So I'm going to make a new color. New. Make it a nice dark green. There we go, just like that. And assign it to that. Okay. Whoop, I'm gonna. if you want to go back in and edit these a little bit later, it's usually good to put them on their own layer, but I'm moving pretty fast. Okay, there we go. And then what I like to do is I like to copy this. Maybe not this time. Okay, maybe I'll just make it a little bit bigger. Oop, made too big. There we go. Alrighty. So we go out there and we go into rendered mode. Nice. Now we have a tree. Okay, it's on there. There we go. Looks a little weird right now. I wonder why it's happening. Ambient occlusion. Let's turn off the okay. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Control Alt 0. That's gonna put it. Yeah, I wonder why it's doing that. I'm still a little bit new to. Oops. Oh. Huh. Okay, I guess I have a new object mode. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Alrighty. Grab that. I'm gonna put it over here. I guess I accidentally copied it. Let's see. Let's make a waterfall real quick. Let's see. Go in object mode. Okay, now I want to add a new object. Okay. Shift A. I'm gonna do a cube again. I'm gonna move it up here. This is probably the long way of doing it, but this should be alright. I'm gonna cinch it down so it's just like that, and then okay, there we go. Gonna make it thinner. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move it right there. Move it over so it's just like that. And then I'm gonna say it's just like there we go. Pull it out a little bit. Alrighty, then I'm going to go into edit mode. I'm going to select this face, and then I'm going to subdivide that a lot. I'm going to select these faces right here and extrude them very far down. Alrighty. Good. So I'm going to select all that object by hitting A, then A again. And I'm going to color it. I'm going to give it a new color. I'm going to give it a nice blue. Maybe like a dark blue. There we go. Specular. Let's make it, yeah, let's make it shiny. Okay. And then shading, translucency. Let's make it transparent. Alright, so I'm going to go into rendered mode to check this out. Oops. That was weird. Yeah, sometimes weird things happen when you mess with Blender. Alright, translucency, transparency, where I'm at, alpha. Let's get this up. I think it's the Fresnel. Yep, you're going to mess with the Fresnel. You're going to turn that up, and you can see that it's going to start to turn clear. There we go. So you just want it a little bit clearer, just like that. These are simple things that you can do. Alrighty. I don't know why it's doing that weirdness, because if you look at the solid, okay, I'm going to hit A again and get out of there. Object mode, rendered. Okay. I'm going to pull this over, zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to make it so I can capture. Control Alt 0. Okay, and then I'm going to render that image. And there we go. Simple voxel island. Alrighty, well, if you have any questions or things you want to know about, please leave me some comments or whatever, and hopefully we can learn some cool stuff over these next couple months. Alright, well, see you later.